morning, everybody. We are GFBS. We're Grand Forks' best source. It's time now for your morning update for this Wednesday, August 19th. Brought to you this morning by JD Construction. When you finally come to the conclusion that you just can't get your heavy construction done on your own, call JD Construction to get the job done right. JD Construction has the right equipment for the right job, big or small. Excavating, demolition, spring cleanup. Farmers, get all your ditch work or tree lines cleaned up before planting season. JD Construction also does concrete work and concrete removal. From small excavating jobs to big jobs needing a laser system or a dozer or a payloader with a grapple. And they have the trucks to haul material to or from the job site. JD Construction can do the job the right way. Contact them today by calling 701-740-4220. There's still some spring openings left or schedule work for fall too. JD Construction, getting the job done the right way. Call 701-740-4220. We're looking at about 82 degrees for a high today. The Grand Forks County Commission approved a tax incentive application from UND for a redevelopment project at Ray Richards Golf Course. Now, the vote passed 3-2. The payment in lieu of taxes or pilot application will now go before the City Council for an approval public hearing and a final approval September 8th. North Dakota U.S. Senator John Hoeven says the United States needs to deal with Iran and its nuclear weapons. Hoeven says Iran has certain capabilities with ballistic missiles. He says we have to deal with them and we have to keep the pressure on them. Hoeven says in the long term, the war will stabilize and lower energy prices. And finally, North Dakota has declared a drought disaster as the state recorded the 6th hottest July and the 12th driest in history. The state, that is. North Dakota averaged 86.9 degrees with an average of about 1.25 inches of rain. Now, the order activates the state emergency operations plan to assist local and tribal officials, prevent injuries, alleviate hardships, and implement response. And we'll have more news for you in just a minute. I want to talk about C&H Insurance. What a great company. You know, they began with the goal of building an agency with the highest of principles, personalized attention, and service, too. You know, they strive to give everyone who walks through their door special attention and the best customer service possible. It's their priority. Their agents have over 60 years of combined insurance experience, and they're licensed in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Hey, for all your insurance needs, contact Justin, Katie, or Tammy. Call them up, 218-773-0287. You can always drop by their office. They're at 1427 Central Avenue Northwest in East Grand Forks. Grand Forks' best source insures through C&H Insurance. Maybe you ought to too. C&H Insurance at East Grand Forks. Well, former advisor to infectious disease expert Anthony Fauci pled guilty yesterday to conspiring to evade public record laws and conceal government documents related to grant research funding the COVID-19 pandemic. David Morans, who worked under Fauci as a senior official at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease during the pandemic, 78-year-old was indicted in April on charges to what prosecutors said was a scheme to thwart public records related to COVID-19 research grants. He faces up to 5 years in prison when he is sentenced on November 12th. And finally, in sports, Josh Bell hit a 2-run dinger. Ryan Jeffers drove in Minnesota's other 2 runs. And the Minnesota Twins beat the Atlanta Braves 4-1 last night. Twins and Braves wrap up their series at 12:40 this afternoon. Boys high school soccer yesterday. Central kicks off the season, tying Fargo Davies 2-2. Fargo South beat Grand Forks Red River 2-1. And that is your morning update, brought to you by Grand Forks' best source. When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. You know, Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again. Addicted to social media on Forks BS today at 11 o'clock. We want your calls and texts as we talk about the 30 states suing Meta. Make sure to tune in, to make sure to like, share, tag, and follow us. You know we love the Forks. We're Grand Forks' best source. We're giving the Forks their identity back.